She's back. She did it. um, Welcome back to the podcast. Hey, what's going on? A lot has changed, huh? Even just visually. Which I have to fucking explain once again. Yeah, I'm good at this. Yeah, so a few things. I took a bit of a hiatus. Uh Started off as a mental health hiatus. I've always stressed that those are very important to me. I love doing this podcast, and I love making content. It's like one of my favorite things in the world to do. But when you're struggling with mental health, I do think it's very important to take the breaks you need, even if that means stopping recording if it's not what's good for you in the moment. So I took a little while off, and then life stuff kind of got in the way. Um, Shit got really crazy, and the hiatus lasted a little longer than I anticipated, which is unfortunate, but we're back. And as you'll notice, I've changed sets again because I moved into a new house. So I'm in a space. I don't know if this is what the set will stay as because this is just my living room. As you can see, the shelves are empty, or they were empty. I put a bunch of stuff on there that is temporary, just to have shit in the background. Other than, look at this fireplace, this beautiful fire. For those who aren't are just listening, I'm doing visual gags, which I always criticize people for doing, but I'm a hypocrite. But yeah, I'm in a new space, so that's nice. Hopefully, being in this new space will allow me to actually make content more consistently. And I've been working, like I said, on my mental health and stuff like that. And so yeah, we're here, we're queer, we're ready to fucking rock and roll, man. But yeah, other than that, dude, I've just been vibing, trying to get shit in order, working on ideas for videos. I'm really, really trying to make videos. It's very hard because, again, I've had a pretty unstable living situation for the past year and a half. But I'm finally in a space where I can probably make content more consistently. So now I'm trying to write and make that content, and do the podcast. I want to start getting more guests on is a big goal of mine. I was doing guests a lot at the beginning of the pandemic, and then stuff's just gotten kind of all messed up. But I really liked having guests on and introducing to you guys, especially with how much I've been wrestling more, or getting to travel for wrestling more and meeting new people. I'd really love to start getting some of those people on here. I think that'd be really cool. And yeah, so you know me, just trying to work on shit. And dude, I gotta fucking rant about this real quick because this is, if you're a content creator, you can maybe relate to this, hopefully. But I swear to fuck, dude, like we moved into this new neighborhood, right? And fucking there's lawn people that, like, everyone in the neighborhood has the same lawn people. Which is cool. Get your fucking bag. Like, it's cool that they do the whole neighborhood. It's probably what's easiest, to be honest. Because the guys can come and like knock out one or more than one neighborhood in a day. But we've been here for like a month now, and I have tried listening to when they come and like piecing together what their schedule is, and I cannot for the fucking life of me figure out what the fuck their schedule is, because and people who don't make content are not going to believe me, and they're going to think I sound like a fucking self-obsessed piece of shit. And you're partly right, but it legitimately feels like they only come when I'm going to record something. Do you know what I mean? Does anyone else get that? Like, content creators? Like, people who make stuff, right? Like, I'll be depressive for like a whole week, so I won't have the energy to like try and make a thing or do the podcast. And then I'll get in my mind, I'll be like, yo, you know what, fuck it, like we're coming back this week, it's golden, we're good, like we're gonna do it. And then I'll be set up to do it, and then I'll wait. I'll fucking be all set up to do it. I'll put my camera up, my microphone, get all set, sit down, and then all of a sudden, like they teleported here, a fucking weed whacker or a lawnmower starts, and it drives me up the fucking wall. And I don't know, dude. It legitimately, like, it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. It fucking feels like no matter what, whenever I sit down and record, the lawn people come. And, like, this sounds like a fucking bullshit problem because, like, we're lucky to have people to do the lawn for us. I'm not complaining about that at all. It's just that's, like, the curse of being a content creator is, like, your neighborhood will be quiet all day. And then the second you want to make something, it's fucking, like, time to run a circus and build a boat and have a fucking block party and shoot off fireworks. So, I don't know, man. Am I complaining about nothing? Probably. But isn't that what we're all here for? Isn't that what this podcast is about? Just listening to this stupid bitch talk about nothing for like an hour, you know? That's not what podcasts are for the most part. Dude, I gotta say this. Okay. And here's the thing. There are plenty of good podcasts hosted by men, right? One of my favorites, My Brother, and Me, hosted by 3 white men. Crazy, I know. Crazy concept. But, like, man, do the bad outweigh the good in that field. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure some of you have seen it, but I kind of wanted to touch on it, I guess. Not really, because I haven't done too much research on it. I've just seen the clips of these dudes. But it brings me to a larger topic, which is, like, dudes who have a podcast about being dudes. You know what I mean? Like, oh, welcome to the fucking Alpha Grindset cast. Today, we're talking about why when women go outside when it's 70 degrees, that should be illegal. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, Jared? You know? They'll be like, oh, I'm a high-value male, so I just think that when women are playing bingo and one of them eats a fucking double Western bacon, that, that's fine, but just know the world's going to think you're a whore. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like they speak in code, dude. It's fucking amazing. And, like, it's gotten to the point where there have been times where I thought, like, I'd see a clip of, like, an alpha male podcast, right? On TikTok, I'd see a clip of it, and I'd think it was a fucking parody. I think it was a joke, and I'd be like, this is hilarious. Like, these guys got the fucking bit so good. Like, they clearly know what they're making fun of. And then I find out that it was not a fucking parody, and it was just a real podcast of 2 dudes who really think this shit. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. When your fucking ideas are so outlandish that I thought it was a parody, like a joke, yikes. Yikes and a fucking half, man. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit. It's just so fucking baffling, dude. Like, and I don't even know the name of the one that's been going around on TikTok, but I'll fucking put the link in the description of, like, one of the clips, I guess. I don't fucking know, but it's baffling. And, like, there are dudes who really think like that. And then there was those other guys that were going around for a while. Fresh Fit podcast, I think they were called. And it's just the fucking type of dude who's like, what was the one he said? He's like, yeah, I just think if you're in a relationship, and your girlfriend has Instagram, she's cheating on you. Huh? What? You wanna fucking run that one by me again, fresh and fit? Because, huh? And that's the thing too. Not if either of you have an Instagram, you're cheating on each other. Like that's already fucking outlandish enough. But at least it's like equally outlandish. But he's like, no, I can have an Instagram. Me, fresh fit man, with my fucking double wrists. I can have a fucking Instagram and not cheat on women. I'll just cheat on them regularly. I can do whatever I want. You though, if I'm dating a girl, I can do whatever I want. And if she posts on Instagram, she's fucking cheating on me, dude. If she posts on Instagram about how fucking she got a fucking quinoa salad today, cut that off. She might as well be fucking sucking up every dude on the block, dude. That's how it starts. Instagram is a gateway to cheating, if you guys didn't know this. And if you didn't know this, it's because you haven't elevated your grind set. You guys are stuck in a fucking beta mindset. And we're out here on our fucking Sigma grind sets, dude. I've got a fucking Sigma mentality. What is that? You remember when that came around? Like, for the longest time, it was alpha. The whole thing was like, oh, I'm an alpha. I'm a fucking alpha male. Like, I'm the leader of the pack, which is hilarious because the whole concept of an alpha male leader of the pack has been fucking disproven anyway. It's bullshit. But then all of a sudden, the alphas were, I think, the alpha industry was being overflooded. So all of a sudden there was these guys who were like, nah, fuck that, bro. Alpha's fucking beta shit. If you're an alpha, you're actually a fucking beta. I'm a sigma, which makes me an alpha. But if you're an alpha, you're a beta. Do you get what I'm saying? It makes sense if you're a sigma, alpha, beta. My fucking brain hurts. Dude, you just have to fucking elevate your mind, dude. If you are fucking in debt and you're struggling with your payments because in America we don't get paid livable wages for most jobs, it's because your mindset, dude. It's not because your family wasn't born into wealth and you didn't get put into a job with a 401k through narcissism. It's because your mindset, brother. Elevate it. Think more sigma, dog. It's not because of the systemic issues throughout the whole entire history of America why you can't succeed. It's because your brain don't think too good, like mine do. When I go to my arbitrary job, in which really the only thing I do is have to choose which fucking gray button-down I'm going to wear in the morning, it's because I elevated my brain. You are thinking like a fucking beta. And that's fine if you want to live in poverty and live at the bottom of the pond. But up here at the top, nothing was, it was given to me, but like because I thought hard about it. It was somebody literally came with, actually they did bring it on a silver platter. It was kind of cool. Cuz it was really nice decorative platter. And they brought it and handed it straight to me, and I literally didn't even have to stand up to receive it. But it's because my brain, because I elevated my mindset. Dude. Fuck. You could be there too if you had, people in your family who were born into wealth and could do that for you. But also if you thought gooder. Is anyone tired of this bit yet? Man. Yeah, I don't know. Who am I to talk? I have a podcast where I do that. I basically just did what they do, but mine was funny. Any fucking way, man. What else? What else has been going on down in the content house? I'm gonna start a content house. I've been watching a lot of movies that have been on my list for a long time. I finally saw the people are gonna get mad at me even just for saying this. But this week I saw Goodfellas for the first time in my whole life. For someone who likes movies as much as I do, you'd have figured I'd have seen Goodfellas. But I hadn't. And now I have. And it was pretty good. I liked it. I like crime things. So, it was good. I liked it a lot. And it's definitely it's definitely one of those movies that I think is not it's about bad people. Like, the people they're bad people and they're wrong what they do. But that point had kind of got missed by the core audience of the film, because everyone who likes Goodfellas thinks the guys are like cool guys, even though they're like terribly racist and bad people. Which is like the point of the fucking movie. Yeah, I liked it. It was good. It was fun. It was a very good time. Good film. What else did I watch? Oh, I watched Uncut Gems finally, which also I would say is good. Definitely, the thing I'd say about Uncut Gems, right, is it was good. It was definitely overhyped, But I don't want people to take that as in, like, I don't think the movie was good or that it was bad. It was good. It was enjoyable. It was... I think definitely the reason it took me so long to watch it was I tried to watch it once, and it was very overwhelming. And I was not in a place mentally to watch a film like that. Because the movie's fucking stressful as fuck. Like, you're basically watching a man just be stressed and dig himself deeper for like 2.5 hours. And then the movie ends. So it's stressful and overstimulating, but in a good way. It's just you have to be prepared for that. But I liked it a lot. I thought it was very good. And everyone was in it was good, and Lakeith Stanfield is in it, and I'll literally watch anything with Lakeith Stanfield. Hello? My phone is making noise. I'll watch anything with Lakeith Stanfield in it. So there's that. Oh, I watched, what was it called? The Devil All the Time with Spider-Man. That was a weird ass fucking movie, man. I'm gonna try and talk about it without spoiling, because I think people should watch it. I think I recommend it. I'm gonna be honest. I think I do. I liked it. I think the performances are good. There's a lot of fucking people in the movie. Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson's in the movie. He's really good in it. Sebastian Stan, who plays Bucky in the superhero movies. Fucking Bill Skarsgård, Pennywise, he's in the movie. He's very good. So it's good. But here's the thing, is like, I fucking don't know what, like, I can't explain what the movie's about. You know what I mean? Like, I asked my mom. I was talking to my mom, and I was like, hey, have you seen The Devil All the Time, the movie? Because I feel like you'd like it. She was like, no, which one's that? What's that about? And I was like, dude, honestly, that's a good question. I have no fucking idea, and I have no idea how to explain what the movie's about. it's so much happens, but also at the same time it feels like nothing happens. Just watch it. I'm telling you to. That's your homework. Watch the movie and or don't. I literally have no way of fucking knowing, but I want to know what people thought about it because I thought it was interesting. You know, I thought it was. I don't regret watching it. Is the best way I can put it. Yeah, and then I watched The Little Things, which was a movie about Denzel Washington and Rami Malek, who I like Rami Malek a lot, but he fucking creeps me out. But I like him, but he's weird. And it's about them chasing a serial killer, and it's pretty good for the most part. And what I say the most part for is that, unfortunately, Jared Leto's in the movie. And I fucking hate Jared Leto because he's a fucking weird creepo piece of shit. And he's in, like, all of the movies. And guess what? In this movie, he plays a weird creepo piece of shit because he's a method actor. So that's what he knows how to play, is himself. And other than that, though, that unfortunate aspect, it's a pretty good movie. It's suspenseful, and I like Rami Malek in it. He's good, and I like that he has this, like, hidden layer of anger that every once in a while he lets kind of pop out beyond the weird. You know, Rami Malek's always that quiet, mousy guy. You know? He's like, oh, yeah, I'm fucking... Apparently that's my Rami Malek impression. I'm Rami Malek. You know what I mean, though? He's really quiet, and he's got that just kind of very calm demeanor. But then every once in a while he'll freak out and, like, punch a window, and you're like, whoa, Rami, hold on a second, bucko. And Denzel plays himself, but that's fine. He's at that point in his career where he just fucking kind of can do that. And I've talked about it before, how I don't necessarily love that there are actors who just play themselves in stuff, because there are things that it fits, you know? But there are certain movies where those actors playing themselves don't necessarily fit the part, but they just do it anyway. But that's neither here nor there. He works for the movie because Denzel just plays detectives all the fucking time. That's like all he does. And yeah, it's good. Oh, also I was talking about the devil all the time. Robert Pattinson. Speaking of Robert Pattinson, I saw Batman when it came out. But I haven't done a podcast since it came out. And I'm sure most of you have fucking seen it because it came out like a month ago. It's good. It's fucking really good. It's incredible. Yeah, it's really good. I like it a lot. It's fucking the perfect Batman film, I think. Here's the thing, and I flip back and forth on this, but I've always kind of not loved the Dark Knight movies, but also liked them. Like, as a kid, I loved them a lot. But, like, now as an adult, like, I recognize that they're very flawed movies. And I feel like without Heath Ledger, The Dark Knight wouldn't be as acclaimed as it is. Like, it's not a bad movie by any means. It's a good movie. But without Heath Ledger, I don't think the movie would be as memorable. I think all of those movies have some pretty severe pacing issues. I also just don't like Christopher Nolan's version of the Batman. Because he's supposed to be like ninja fight Batman, but the fight scenes are fucking terrible. And that's one thing that's good about this, is that, like, Batman is a detective in this movie. And there's a lot of scenes. I'm going to try and not spoil it if you haven't seen it, but, like, in this movie, I think the best way I've heard it put was that you could almost count Batman's footsteps as dialogue in this movie. Because there's a lot of scenes where he just walks around a crime scene and he doesn't say anything, but through his emotions and body language, you know exactly what he's fucking thinking. and it's really cool. Like, you are in his mind with him, you know, and like it's cool that they don't have to have like narration of Batman and what he's thinking. Like, you just pick up on it. You're like, oh yeah, I got you, bro. Like, I know what's going on. And yeah, it's fucking good, dude. Everyone's good in it. Robert Pattinson. People are like all surprised. They're like, oh fuck, he was so good. He's the funny vampire man. He's the Twilight man. But like, dude, those movies are bad, and we know that. But like, he's been in stuff, and the fucking guy can act. He can act his ass off. Like I said, he's in The Devil all the time. He's fucking terrifying in that movie. You know, so the dude can fucking act. Like, I fucking Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman. I really liked her. She definitely, her character started off a little. I was a little unsure about her because I was like, I feel like they were trying to make her standoffish, but it like was coming across weird, and I didn't know how I felt about it. But as the movie progressed, she got to shine more, and she did a really good job. And then Paul Dano as the fucking Riddler. Perfect. I knew that was going to be good the second it got announced, you know? So fucking, like, yeah, I knew that, and he was great. He was good. I like that he's not just the Joker, you know? I feel like that's a problem that happens sometimes with, like, other Batman villains, specifically in, like, the older live-action ones, is everyone's just kind of the Joker. But the Riddler was cool, and I think it was very well done. And I really like the way they're setting up the universe, you know? Gotham feels like a fucking shithole. It doesn't just feel like New York, too. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like a crime-ridden piece of shit, dirty fucking town. And, like, it's fucking... I love the way they use fear in the movie. Because, you know, that's a big thing with Batman is, like, he's one fucking dude, man. And he can't be everywhere all the time. And so I like the idea that, like, these guys who, like, they're about to fucking kill someone or something, and they'll look into, like, a dark alleyway and just think he's there. They assume he's, like, in the shadows. And it's really cool. I love it. So, yeah, man. It's fucking good. Go see it if you haven't seen it. But yeah, it's good. See it, please. I'm very excited. Also, if you didn't know somehow, they released a deleted scene from the movie. It's like 5.5 minutes long. Where we get a pretty in-depth look at Barry Keoghan, I believe is how you pronounce his name, as the Joker. If you've seen Killing of a Sacred Deer, which is a really, really good film, or Eternals, he plays Druig in that movie. He's going to play the Joker, and I really like the version that we get in that scene. I implore you to watch it. And yeah, it's good. Just fucking watch it. Well, I think that's a good place to wrap it up. They're fucking... Dude, this is what I'm talking about. Like, they're just doing fucking all of the yard work for the week right now outside my house. So I'm going to wrap it up before I fucking lose my mind. But thank you all so much for joining me here on Thanks for Stopping By. It feels very amazing to be back. I am hopefully back week to week, and I'll be back for a while now. Like I said, I'm in a better space. Hopefully this fucking bullshit doesn't keep happening. But yeah, I'm hoping to be back week to week. So hopefully I'll see y'all next week. Make sure to go subscribe, do all that stuff. Follow me on all the things and down belows. Look out for my other channel where I'll hopefully have some content for you real soon. Yeah, so with that being said, thank y'all so much for joining me. And most importantly, thanks for stopping by.